Life moves like a river, carrying us forward through noise and motion, through goals that shift and dreams that stretch into the distance, and in the rush we forget to listen to the quiet voice inside, the one that whispers beneath the surface of every thought, the one that asks softly, who am I? What do I really want? Who is the person beneath all the expectations, beneath the roles and the masks the world has given me? When the noise fades and the lights dim, we begin to notice that voice again, faint but persistent. It calls us to return home to ourselves, to discover not who we are told to be, but who we already are. Beneath the surface of everything we have learned to perform, there is something deeper, something ancient that does not fade with failure or success, something true. And when we begin the journey of discovering the true self, we are not adding something new, we are removing what is false. We are peeling away the layers of belief and fear and expectation, until what remains is simple, pure awareness. It is a long journey, but it begins. Here, it begins with the willingness to look within, to be still long enough to see what has been hidden for so long. In the beginning of self-reflection, there is resistance, because the mind has been trained to look outward to find answers in others and achievements, in validation. But when we turn inward, we confront silence, and in that silence, the truth begins to appear. Not as a shout, but as a whisper that asks us to listen. We realize that we have been carrying stories about ourselves, stories that may not belong to us at all. Perhaps someone once told us that we were not enough, or that we needed to be perfect, to be loved, and we believed them. And so we built walls and masks and behaviors to survive. But every mask we wear adds distance between who we are and who we think. We must be deep. Self-reflection is the act of taking off those masks one by one, not to judge ourselves, but to see with honesty, to face the raw truth and still say, I accept myself as I am, because only through acceptance can transformation begin. Step 1 in this invisible journey is awareness. Awareness is a light that reveals the hidden corners of the mind. It is not analysis, it is observation. When we practice awareness, we begin to notice our thoughts as clouds passing through the sky of the mind. We stop identifying with every story that appears. We see anger and fear and doubt, not as enemies, but as visitors, carrying messages from the parts of ourselves that have been ignored. Awareness asks us to pause before reacting, to ask, why am I feeling this? What is this emotion trying to show me? Through awareness, we begin to see. We begin to see patterns. We begin to understand the habits that have shaped our lives. We see how our past influences our choices, how fear shapes desire, and how desire sometimes hides loneliness. Awareness is not comfortable at first because it reveals what we have been avoiding, but it is the foundation of all self-discovery. Without awareness, we remain asleep, living on autopilot, repeating cycles without knowing why. As we grow in awareness, we reach step 2, which is acceptance. Acceptance is the courage to embrace what we see without judgment. Most of us have been taught to fight our feelings, to suppress our pain, to hide our weaknesses, but acceptance is not weakness, it is strength. It is saying, I see this part of me, I acknowledge it, I hold space for it. Acceptance transforms shame into understanding. It turns resistance into peace. When we accept our darkness, we also discover our light, because every rejected part of us holds synergy waiting to be integrated. When you accept your flaws, you reclaim your power. When you accept your past, you free your future. Acceptance is an act of love, and love is the essence of the true self. It is not the love that seeks approval, it is the love that simply is, the love that says, I am enough as I am. Then comes step 3, reflection. Reflection is the art of asking questions, not to get quick answers, but to open doors. Within it is sitting quietly and letting the questions breathe. Who am I when no one is watching? What do I truly value? What does success mean to me? What am I afraid to lose, and why? Reflection deepens awareness. It gives voice to the inner world and helps us understand the difference between the self that acts and the self that observes. Journaling, meditation, walking in, silence, all are paths of reflection because they bring us back to presence. In reflection, we begin to see how much of our identity has been built on the opinions of others. We see how we chase goals that are not truly ours. We see how much energy we spend trying to be accepted. Reflection is a mirror that never lies. It shows us what is real and what is illusion, and as we look, begin to recognize the quiet truth that our worth has never depended on anything outside of us. As reflection continues, it naturally leads to step 4, release. Release is letting go of what no longer serves. It is the shading of old beliefs, old attachments, old wounds that keep us bound to the past. We hold on to pain because it is familiar. We hold on to guilt because we think it defines us. But release teaches us that we can honor our pain without living in it. We can forgive without forgetting. We can learn and then move forward. Letting go is not forgetting. It is choosing peace over control. It is understanding that we cannot grow if our hands are full of what we refuse to release. Sometimes we need to grieve, to cry, to allow the emotions to move through us, and in that surrender, we find freedom. Release creates space for something new to emerge, and in that space, we begin to feel lighter, freer, more aligned with who we really are. And now step 5, integration. Integration is the return home. It is the weaving together of awareness, acceptance, reflection, and release into the living fabric of daily life. The true self is not found in isolation. It is found in how we live, how we speak, how we treat others and ourselves. Integration means living from truth, not perfection. It means being authentic, even when it is uncomfortable. It means honoring Joe needs and boundaries. It means saying no when something does not align and saying yes to what feels alive. Integration is where spirituality meets reality, where insight becomes action. When we live in integration, we no longer seek validation. We become whole, and when we are whole, we naturally radiate peace and purpose. The people around us feel it. The world responds differently because we have changed. Our energy has changed. Our presence itself becomes an act of reflection for others. The journey to discovering your true self is not a straight path. It is a spiral that moves deeper. With each cycle, awareness, acceptance, reflection, release, integration, again and again, each time revealing new layers, new understanding. We are never finished. We are always unfolding, discovering ourselves in new ways, through love, through pain, through connection. The key is patience, to trust the process, to know that even confusion has meaning, even stillness is progress. The universe is not asking us to become someone else. It is asking us to remember who we already are. Beneath all conditioning, beneath the noise, we are consciousness, aware and infinite. The more we connect to that awareness, the more we live in truth. Self-discovery is not about fixing yourself. It is about realizing that you were never broken. The world tells us to chase improvement, to climb higher, to do more, but the deeper truth is that peace comes not from doing, but from being. When you are fully present, when you can sit with yourself without distraction, without needing to be anywhere else, that is freedom. That is your true nature. You are the observer of thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. You are the sky, not the weather. You are the awareness that remains unchanged even as life shifts around you. And when you begin to live from that awareness, every challenge becomes a teacher. Every relationship becomes a mirror. Every failure becomes a doorway. It is natural to doubt along the way, to wonder if you are progressing, if you are truly awakening. But remember, self-discovery is not measured in achievements. It is measured in peace. The more peace you feel, even uncertainty, the closer you are to yourself, because peace means you are no longer fighting reality. You are flowing with it. You are trusting the wisdom of life itself, and life is wise. It brings exactly what you need to grow. The moments of discomfort, the losses, the changes, all of them are invitations to deepen awareness. to practice acceptance, to reflect, release and integrate again. This is how the soul evolves, not through perfection, but through presence. As you walk this path, notice how your relationship with the world changes. You begin to listen. More you judge less. You see the pain in others as reflections of your own. You find compassion, replacing criticism. You find gratitude, replacing comparison. You start to feel at home in your own body, in your own silence. You begin to trust your intuition more than the opinions around you. And when you act from that intuition, life begins to align in mysterious ways. Opportunities arise, people appear, unfold because you are in harmony with your truth, and harmony attracts harmony. This is not magic. It is energy. You are energy. And when your energy is clear, the universe mirrors that clarity back to you. The deeper you go, the simpler life becomes. You stop needing to prove anything. You stop chasing love because you realize you are love itself. You stop fearing loneliness because you realize you are never truly alone. You are connected to everything. The trees, the wind, the stars, the heartbeat of the earth itself. And this realization fills you with peace that no external achievement can ever give you. This is what it means to discover your true self. It is not a concept. It is an experience, an awakening that changes everything yet demands nothing. When you live as your true self, you become a light for others, not by trying to teach, but by simply being. When people feel your authenticity, they feel safe to be authentic. Too, when they see your calm, they remember their own. Each day is an opportunity to return to yourself, to choose awareness over distraction, acceptance over resistance, reflection over avoidance, release over attachment, integration over fragmentation. Every morning, you can begin again. You can breathe and remember, I am here. I am alive. I am enough. Because the journey is not about arriving. It is about awakening, and awakening happens right here in this moment. In every breath you take, you are already home. You are already whole. This truth has always been waiting inside you, and when you finally listen, you will hear it clearly. You will feel it in your heart. The quiet knowing that you are and have always been your true self. And so as you continue to walk your path through uncertainty, through growth, through silence, remember this: you are not behind. You are not lost. You are learning to see the light that has always been shining within you. You are peeling away the layers of illusion to reveal what was never hidden. You are becoming conscious of consciousness itself, and in that awareness, everything changes. The world becomes softer. Life becomes a mirror of your inner peace, and every experience becomes sacred. This is the art of deep self reflection, the return to truth, the rediscovery of the soul. And it begins when you decide to listen, when you decide to be still, when you decide to meet yourself fully, without fear, without pretense, without expectation. This is where transformation begins, and this is where you find what you have always been seeking yourself.